What's up, guys? I'm Tim Gettys. This is Colin Moriarty, and we are playing Super Mario 64 now on the Wii U.
Yep.
I'm excited about this because we get to play it. You could play it on the gamepad,
Nice.
so you can just
Most excellent.
turn the TV off and do all this stuff.
Most excellent.
A lot of people don't like playing these games with the gamepad. I actually like this as a controller for stuff, and I played Mario 3D World with it, and I liked it. So we could use this guy too, but I'm not going to do that. We're going in with this guy.
Gamepad's fine. The N64 controller would be ideal. Gonna play around a little bit. So obviously Mario 64, launch game, N64, 1996. One of arguably the most important games ever made and released. I think, as I've said in the past, that it's not the best Mario game. I don't think I think it's a bit overrated. But
I don't agree with that. But I do agree that it's not the best, but I don't think it's overrated.
But I think that you cannot overrate its importance. So are you just going to sit here and play with Mario's face for a little while? Or?
Yes, because for the first time ever, I'm getting some freaking analog stick control of this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's nice, huh?
This is pretty cool. I'm excited.
You have to use that, that terrible N64 controller.
The damn C-stick.
That we all had Stockholm Syndrome over, pretending it was good. That thing, they made no sense.
It was so bad.
I remember when I held it for the first time, you held it like this, and you're like, that's not how you hold it. You hold it like this. And I'm like, what?
Oh.
Like, why?
I'll never forget first playing this, and when they called her Peach, and I'm like, no, she's Toadstool. Why are they doing this? And all of a sudden, they just got rid of the Toadstool.
So I haven't
betrayed me.
Yep, Toadstool's gone. Peach is in. Same character. Lakitu's doing his thing with his camera. I haven't looked at this game in a long time. Obviously, the aesthetic doesn't hold up, but man, I remember back in the day. I mean, it's almost been 20 years now. This game was extraordinary. Like, I mean, this was an extraordinary game, an extraordinary looking game, an extraordinarily dynamic game, a deep game, and a long game. And there's a lot to do in it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play it for a little while. We're starting from the very beginning. And we're gonna get ourselves some stars.
Man, this game is beautiful. Like, it's so awesome. I love it so much. Like, even this courtyard and the butterflies and stuff, and like just the first memories of jumping on the tree, and like going on doing this little thing, and
doing a little hump animation.
Yeah, and trying to like jump over to that other tree. Like, everyone just has this dumb shit that they did in the courtyard for hours.
Well, I feel like the courtyard is there for a reason. I feel like it's there to be like, you've probably never played a game like this before because nothing like this exists. So here's your proving ground. Here's where you're gonna figure it out. You know, this might have been the first time a lot of console gamers had ever played a game in 3D ever. You know, it's not to say they didn't exist on other platforms and certainly on PC, but you know, a lot of people. I certainly had never really played a game like this before Mario 64 came out.
So there's this popular theory that Mario 3 was a play. And there's a lot of evidence for that when you play through the game. There's a lot of like the intro bit, and then also like a lot of the things are being held up by like stands and sets and stuff. There's thoughts that this is a movie.
Oh, interesting.
Which is why Lakitu's filming it and all that stuff.
But the reason that they explain that the reason they explain the camera thing in this game is to kind of familiarize yourself with a camera that can move, right?
Yes.
So that was kind of the Trojan horse, as you will, for this theory.
But I mean, how amazing is the design of this game? You know, like, for the fact that this is like one of the first real 3D games like this, that for it to be so thoughtful in the paintings and the design of the castle, and just like the fact that they did have that the courtyard to like ease you into learning and playing and exploring and stuff. Like, it's just, this is game design at its freaking finest.
Yeah, and I mean, what I love so much, I mean, we've talked about this, I think we talked about this on the Gamescast once, is that this happened in a vacuum. This happened organically. There was nothing like this. So they came to these conclusions, these design conclusions, on their own, with no real blueprint, nothing to really show them what to do. And I think that's what's most extraordinary about Mario 64 generally. And as we discussed on the Gamescast, and I think it's one of the most interesting stories that I'd ever heard firsthand, is when I wrote the history of Naughty Dog, as we noted, was 3 studios were making 3 3D games at the same time, you know, not knowing what the other people were doing, and they all came to different conclusions. This is the conclusion that I think mattered most.
Yes.
But, you know, Naughty Dog came up with Crash Bandicoot, which is a different way of looking at it, and then, you know, Sega with Knights came out with their own sort of 3D.
Not so great.
Yeah.
I love Knights, though. I'm not even gonna lie. Knights holds a very special place in my heart.
And the idea basically is that, you know, they sacrificed some texture quality and all of that for breadth, you know, for you know, scope.
And I don't think it mattered so much.
No, I don't think so either, because we didn't know any better. I mean, now that we go back and look at it, it looks terrible, but like...
But see, I don't look at this and think, oh, it's terrible. And again, maybe that's the nostalgia in me, and me just like remembering how I thought it looked back then. But like, I don't look at this game and think, oh, it's ugly.
I I think contextually it's not ugly, but I think even by N64 standards, it's certainly not an impressive looking game. But for the time and place for fall 1996 with nothing else to choose from but this or Pilot Wings, like this
but also,
was.
I think that N64 games in a lot of ways hold up better than PlayStation games from that generation, because PlayStation was just a lot more like triangles and stuff, and this it's a little more round.
Sure.
And I think that and colorful, so it leads itself to a better looking.
Sure, I think games like Final Fantasy VII look like trash now. You know, but you know that's just that's a place in time kind of thing. 32 and 62-bit era was just very polygonal and very new, and very not clean, very jagged. So we're fighting as a King Bomb. Is this?
Oh my god, this is so funny playing on this, because earlier I was saying how excited I am to have the D-pad or the analog stick, but it doesn't work how modern games work.
Right, so you can't.
So it keeps messing me up because I'll touch it and it just like completely.
Yeah, you want to use it, but you can't because obviously the N64 didn't have dual analog sticks.
Yeah, like earlier I fell off the thing. It's because I was messing around with the damn camera that doesn't exist.
I love how there's like more text in this game too than there was in like any Mario game like before combined. Mario 3 had its fair share of text when you went to like the castles and stuff, but nothing like this. So we got ourselves a star, and that's what it's all about. In this, in Sunshine, in Galaxy, just collecting stars.
They're technically shines.
Whatever.
In Sunshine.
It is what it is.
It is. They're stars with little circles on the tips. Get out of here.
Whatever makes you happy, Nintendo.
All right. What was your favorite? What are some of your favorite memories and moments of playing this game?
I mean, like I said, like I don't. It's been a long time since I played Mario 64, but my favorite memory of the game is simply the act of witnessing a revolution in the way games were like the way people perceived games and the way we played games. It reminded me a great deal of when I went to E3 and played Eve Valkyrie on Oculus for the first time, and I was like, I've never seen anything like this before. I've never played anything like this before. This is unbelievable. And that's the way I felt when I played these games. These early N64 games, even Pilot Wings. Like, I played Pilot Wings on Super Nintendo, obviously, and it's similar.
Yeah.
But when you're in a real 3D space like that and you feel like it and you think it looks realistic, and obviously it doesn't, but you think it did.
Yeah.
For the place and time, like I was floored by the game's look and feel. But more than that, I was floored by the kind of what dragged you through the game, which was like a kind of a non-linear, like collect things as you go, do what you want. There's a way through the game, but there's all this extraneous shit you can do.
There's so many secrets. Like for example, this level. You know, like finding this is not that clear. It's not a painting. It's like one of the secrets. But also, there's a secret star where if you do it in less than 22 seconds, I think it is, you get the extra one. So you can get 2 stars from this one level that isn't a real level. It's more of like a bonus thing.
Right. So while there's great places in the game and places that, you know, are certainly memorable, I feel like it's more the overarching experience that really mattered, because this was one of the, it was like playing Mario 1 for the first time, where it's like, wow, like Pitfall might have been there first, but, and other, you know, there's a few other side scrolls, but nothing quite like that. And everything copied it. And then Mario 64 came out, and there was maybe some 3D games, especially in the PC space, but everyone copied this.
Yeah.
This was the beginning of the 3D platform. This was the beginning, and obviously Bubsy and all those games came out first, but those games sucked. This is the game everyone wanted to replicate. This was the game people put on a pedestal, developers put on a pedestal, and they'll tell you that all the time. I mean, when I've talked to guys at Sucker Punch or Naughty Dog, they cite this game readily as being extraordinary. When the Naughty Dog guys told me when I interviewed them for History of Naughty Dog that they were working on Crash Bandicoot, and they went and saw this game at E3, and they were like, holy shit.
Fuck.
You know, like, and they knew they made sacrifices. Crash Bandicoot's a much prettier game, but it's a much more compact game.
Yeah.
You have to make those kind of sacrifices with limited hardware potential.
Yeah, I often say this, but like Crash Bandicoot is the natural progression for Mario, for Mario Bros, where it's like those 2D platformers which just get to the end of the level. That's what Crash was. Whereas this was Nintendo being like, Miyamoto specifically, like, how do we do it again, that magic? Like, how do we make these people feel like this is a new experience? And they fucking nailed it.
And that's why I think for all the criticism that people leverage, and certainly I leverage at Nintendo these days, the one thing you can't deny, even though their hardware might be lacking and they make some questionable decisions, is that, man, the games, for the most part, for almost always pan out in ways that are unexpected, but quite pleasantly unexpected. And they did revolutionize with this game, and they did revolutionize with a ton of other games. And Miyamoto is the man because he has vision. It's not about copying what other people did. It's about doing something new. It's about making things better. which is why he's such a treasure, even though he seems to be locked away and not really doing much of consequence these days. I'm sure he's advising and working on games, but we haven't heard from him in a while. And like, you know, Pikmin might be the last time we really saw something totally new and interesting.
Music.
Oh God, you know, everyone has their misses.
Yeah. This level used to stress me out. God damn it.
This level is stressful.
It's so
It's very stressful because it's hard to see with the limited color palette, like where some of those like ramps are that will save you. Sometimes you just go over the edge.
Well, also, like, I remember I'd play this level for hours just trying to figure out the shortcuts and where I could drop off that slide so that I land somewhere below me and all that. And it's, oh man, this is that damn little penguin just throwing him off the cliff. All right,
chasing that coin. This time.
See, I would try dropping down there, you know?
Yeah, save some time.
Yeah, but the problem is there, if you do it, then you land on your belly, and then you're like going down backwards, and it's way harder to control because of the stupid camera. Like the hardest boss in this game is the camera.
And again, there you go. That's a
an N64 treasure.
I mean, moreover, that's just unfamiliarity with the game of controls that are finicky. I mean, remember, like we always talk about legacy controls, like tank controls.
Secret somewhere here, right?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Oh God.
Like tank controls were a logical solution back in the day, but they don't make sense anymore. It's because like no one had figured it out yet. So Mario 64 is a half step. Like, here's the world, and we got to figure out how to make it feel better. And I think they did that obviously with Galaxy, and then certainly did that with Sunshine. So it's just, or Sunshine and then Galaxy. So you can't figure everything out at once, you know?
Yeah.
But they did the best they could. And obviously this game is a masterpiece.
Oh man, I love it so much. So what my goal here? We got 4 stars. I'm trying to get 8. 8, which is how much is necessary to go to the first Bowser level.
You're cruising like a man who's very familiar with this game. I wouldn't be able to play. I wouldn't be able to play the game like this.
Oh, really?
No, like I would have to really like reacclimate myself to this game. It's been a very long time
since
Mario 64.
This game is just so ingrained in my memory and just my heart. Like I love it. I love playing it just to beat it, and I love playing it just to kind of explore and stuff. Even now. And getting 120 stars is just like fun. It's still fun, and that's what I love about it. When they re-released the game on the DS as a launch title back in 2005, I think, and you had the stupid thumb thing. Did you ever play it?
No, I never played the one on DS. Or was it DS or 3DS?
It was on DS.
DS. Oh, 3DS got Zelda.
Yeah,
right, okay.
I wish it was on 3DS. I would love it so much. But they like added a bunch of stuff to the game, and it's like you could play as like 4 different characters, and like Wario and Yoshi and Luigi, and they each had different powers and stuff. And it's like,
oh wow, I didn't even know that.
A lot of it was really cool, and then they added a bunch of new levels and like 30 new stars, and they just made more Mario 64, and that was awesome. But they made a couple dumb choices, like they forced you to use the other characters, and like there was a room you'd have to go in and switch characters, and it was super annoying.
So you feel like the N64 original is still kind of the best way to play it?
Yeah, but I wish that they would do like a 3DS remake or something where they got rid of the dumb shit in that one, because honestly, it was really good, and it's just more Mario 64. Another little thing is just like the tiptoeing.
Yeah.
So, you know, like that was a huge moment where it's like, holy shit, like you're playing a game where the characters are interacting with you, and they're not just like bad guys, you know? Like, that Piranha Plant was sleeping, and it's not just like a pre-programmed thing like this guy that's just going to walk back and forth and back and forth like we're used to.
Yeah, man, this is a very nostalgic looking at this game. And just the design aesthetic of the game, and the terrible textures, and the vacant sky.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. The blue is like totally off, but it looks pretty. You know, like it's, I don't know.
And I love the in Mario Galaxy 2 there was the throwback galaxy that was this level, and it was beautiful. It was like what this would look like in 2014, 13.
Yeah, Galaxy for the technical limitations of Wii, man, was stunning.
Yeah,
like the fact that game's not even in HD is like
it's
unbelievable.
crazy, you know, awesome. Even when you look at it now.
So that's 5 stars. So we're looking for 3 more stars.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, I want to keep showing a bunch of different areas of this because there's so much in this game, so I don't want to like be repeating the same levels.
There's Toad.
There's this water one over here. Dire Docks. No, not Dire Docks. That's later. damn underwater levels are just like the bane of everyone's existence. Jolly Roger Bay. But the music is so good. Wait, damn it, I forgot what the name of this level was. Plunder to the Sunship. All right.
It's funny watching you play the game because you play it the way I play some of the games I'm really familiar with, where you play it very
run through and
yeah, but it's like very surgical. Like it's almost like you're not playing a game.
yeah.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's the way I play Mega Man or something. Like it's almost like you just know it. You do what you have to do. There's no lollygagging. There's no fucking dicking around. And I respect that. That shows a man who's very familiar with the game. Or a woman.
I'm pretty damn familiar with this.
Got yourself an extra life there, but you don't need it. It's funny watching even, you know, with like some of the big first-party Nintendo games on 64 about how they extracted so much out of the N64's limited power. You know, even though it was actually a pretty powerful system for the time. You know, obviously cartridges held them back a little bit, but looking at a game like this and then looking at kind of where they ended with first-party games, which is more along the lines of like Majora's Mask or something like that. It's like Majora's Mask looks pretty good. You know?
Well, the expansion pack definitely helped.
For sure. Yeah.
See, this is an example of not good game design where it's like you literally just need to trial and error it.
Is it randomly generated? Like, does it always switch?
There's an order, so it'd be
Then it must be this
now.
one here. Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
So star number 6. So we need 2 more now.
Yeah, this wasn't the right star for the challenge, I don't think, but that doesn't matter. And that's another cool thing about this game is like, you can't get every star. Like, there's certain missions in each level. Like each level has like 6 stars, but you can't get all 6 anytime you jump in. Like you have to choose the right mission. But there is some that you can like get a different star, and I think that's really cool. Secret up there. I think that's later.
So how often do you go back and play this game?
This is definitely a game that I go back to more often than most. Like I think maybe like once every 3 years I'll go and like do a 120 star run. Let's see. Already got those. Yeah, I think I have to repeat a level at this point.
That's fine.
Actually, wait, maybe down here. There might be one that 6 lets me get in. Oh no, I don't have the key. We'll do the foot race with Koopa the Quick.
I wonder if people, I never really thought about it either. I wonder if people have like paintings of, like real paintings.
Oh my God.
Or like at least a couple of
I
them.
love that idea. That's awesome.
Be pretty cool. Look at this son of a bitch.
He's so big. Yeah, I used to love this too. There's so many moments too, like the cannons and just like shooting yourself out of them. I had so much fun just messing around with that. Oh yeah, an example of the
Chain chomp.
getting a different star at the wrong time. I can just right here. Oh God. Die. Oh man. Damn it.
Oh
Fuck.
jeez.
I need some life. I'm fucking with that. Oh shit, I might lose the thing now. Damn it. I got a little too gutsy. Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
He's out. He's free.
Good.
Be free, Chain Chomp. He's now just Chomp.
Chomping everything.
No more chain.
But yeah, and then getting the wing cap for the first time. Like when you walk and you look up at the skylight, and then you just like go into the flying world. Oh my God. That was just
there's a lot of thought that was put into a game this broad. This is a big game. You know, there's a lot in this game. I'm just impressed. I'm just impressed, like putting yourself in the place and time that Nintendo and Miyamoto and everyone was working on these games. That they just came up with a solution. And
yeah.
It's awesome because it makes you wonder like what's happened to Nintendo in a way now, where it's like we relied on them for some of these kinds of revolutions in games, these things that everyone else would copy, and I don't see a lot of that anymore.
Yeah.
you know, and certainly not all of the good ideas are taken up. So it's like you have to wonder like what, you know, has something culturally changed there? Is the want and need for experimentation and risk taking gone, or is it something else? Or maybe it's just a matter of opinion. You know, like some people might really feel like the revolutions are still happening there. I don't see them. I don't know if you do as a bigger Nintendo fan than I.
I mean, I love Nintendo even to this day, but like they're not revolutions now as much as they're just more things I love. Oh God.
Beat them. And that's going to give you the 8th star you've been seeking.
It's so funny to think back that this used to be a semi-challenge to me, beating this little motherfucker.
Yeah, sometimes things just become muscle
I'm just
memory.
up here waiting for him.
Yeah, it's just sad that you gotta wait for him to finish the race. This slow son of a bitch. He's a turtle after all. It almost seems wrong that you're racing him. What was he thinking?
The racing levels in Sunshine were legitimately hard against that little freaking Pentissimo or whatever the hell his name was.
Yeah, Sunshine. I actually think Sunshine was authentically challenging him.
Do you
I don't remember his name.
I think it's Piantissimo or something like that. Google it. All right, here's number 8. Damn it. No.
Did you reset it?
No. No.
Did you just reset the game?
What just happened?
You reset it?
This is some bullshit. I have to say. All right, hold on. We're gonna see what's happening. We're just getting a little blue swirly thing.
Yeah, what happened? What did you hit?
I don't know. I accidentally hit this. Cause
you opened the instruction
Here's
manual.
the instruction booklet. This is kind of cool, actually. I didn't know they did this.
It's just a scan.
It's funny how like I know it's not, but his eyes look super cross-eyed.
So how do we get back into the
They
game?
even need to tell you how to hold the controller.
Yeah, well, of course they do, because no one understood that.
Man, Mario ain't ready for Bowser's shit. This is such a detailed instruction manual. I've never seen some of these pictures of Mario.
Crawling.
It's cool. All right, let's see. There we go.
There you go. So we can we'll cut back in, Kevin. Can you just slice that out? We made a mistake. We hit the wrong button. We're back.
Wii U.
The Wii U trying as hard as possible to make it unplayable.
Yeah.
So we have the 8 stars, the prerequisite stars that let us go fight Bowser for the first time. So now we're going to do that to end the Let's Play, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're
It's
going.
gonna be good. These are some of my favorite levels in the game because they are the most like the old Mario games, where they're obstacle based. And the music's fucking awesome.
Peach.
This does not look like I remember it.
I always remember trying to jump over that gap too. There's just an invisible wall. Also, there's the red coin I think is out. Yeah. One of the final ones. That took me so long to find.
Yeah, it's devious. Some devious shit in these games. Yeah, so there definitely is a different tenor to these stages, a different feel and look.
What's his name, Kevin?
You're right.
Piantissimo?
Il Pentisco.
Told you.
That's right.
Fucking nerd.
I love this animation. I also love that if you leave Mario alone, he just falls asleep. Oh, God.
He's real dedicated to the task at hand. Poor Mario. He like never gets a break. Give the man a rest.
Well, we don't know how many years are in between each adventure, you know?
That's true.
Like,
He
maybe
always
he
looks
has,
the
like,
same.
a long break.
I always felt like it was the exact opposite. Like since he never changes appearance or clothes, it's all happened within 2 months or something. Like every Mario game takes place in 1984, between May and July.
Oh, God. Yeah, playing on the gamepad is... It's good, it's just that you gotta get used to it.
Here we go.
Bowser's fucking badass. So what does Mario say when he throws Mario or Bowser?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Fuck you!
Let's see.
Like, I want you to listen to this and report back to me on what you think he says, Colin.
Okay.
Nope, not that one.
I believe he said, "Here we go."
He did say, "Here we go." Maybe I need to throw him harder.
Poor Bowser. He's just trying to hang out.
Oh, fuck. Did I beat him? Is it 1 for the first one? Damn it. He throws him, and I swear to God, he says, "So long, gay Bowser." So long, gay Bowser.
He probably is saying, "So long, Bowser."
Yeah, that's what he says.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's very, very, like, growing up, I was like, that's really weird for Nintendo to do that.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, like, what?
Damn, Mario's a straight home.
Yeah, like, my God. Well, yeah, there we go. So that's the first section of Super Mario 64. I would say the first maybe like
It's like
fifth of this game, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this is the first of 4 Bowser fights. So
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, there's what 120 stars.
yeah, you
so
need 60 to beat the game.
Right, and we've got so there's 112 left unfound, but that is a good place to stop.
It is.
What a great
Definitely.
game though,
I love
and
it.
so people can find Mario 64 where? Let's see, if you have your own N64, you can find it on DS. It's there, and then you can download it on Wii and Wii U.
Now on Wii U, which is a super big deal. I'm definitely gonna get this, and one day we're gonna do a 120 star stream, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. But until then.